to tonight's stream. Um, Proceedings are done, the driver's briefing is done, and we're almost ready to get on the track with the start of qualifying. Now, welcome everyone to tonight's stream, and we hope that you will have a nice time with me. I'll see if I can bring you all the action tonight. My name is Peter Gelmees. Welcome from SIMSPEED Motorsports. And as we can see, we are at Curitiba again. Curitiba is there in Brazil. We did a race last week with the SIMSPEED Sports Cup cars, and it was quite an interesting race. So let's see what the touring cars will bring us tonight. Now, Curitiba, we traveled all the way to Brazil for this race. The guys are starting their qualifying. We will having a chat about that just now. So what's happening is the guys are doing a solo qualifying, so they will be all alone on the track because we have so many cars at a small track. It's a very big challenge to get the qualifying done, and hence we're doing solo qualifying. So we won't see the cars actually on the track, they will all be in the pits on the local systems at where the drivers are driving from. They will only be on track live and all alone with no other cars on track. 10-minute qualifying, and then we have two 10-lap races, and yeah, let's see what the action will bring us. We also got some pictures of last week's race, courtesy of what I got. Got two pictures. Also thank you for what I for making the three videos for the use of the mirrors. We'll see what I got that a little bit later. The other two pieces of mirrors have technical problems with the laser racing tonight. Unfortunately, the drivers are Warren will be the only mirror on track tonight. A little bit of a got two sets of what happened to Warren last week. Let's go and have a look and see what is happening on track. And we can see the guys are busy with qualifying, and at the moment Donny van Rooyen is leading the pack with a 128.9, and that is Donny's Ford Mondeo car. We see Sean Olivier in the sister Ford Mondeo is currently second. We've got Jamie Ray Nichols in the Peugeot currently third. And I think Jamie Ray's teammate JP Brandt in fourth at this stage, which he just got pipped by Gregory Hofart, also in the Peugeot. Gregory is at 129.3. Now in sixth place we've got Ernest Heather in the Wix Filters sponsored Peugeot car. Let us see, 7th. Currently we've got Jacobus Passon and Drian Griesel, currently in 8th position. At this time the guys are still see if they can better their laps, and as I said, It's a solo qualifying, so we won't unfortunately won't see the cars on the track on their qualifying. It's just how the game um, or the simulator displays. It leaves all the cars in the pits. Now Bradley Taylor, um, it's a nice looking livery as well there. In 10th spot at this stage. Also Mark High went up to 4th position in another Mondeo. So we've got Mondeos in first place and second place, and then a Peugeot in third. Mark High also then in a Mondeo. Maybe just have a look and see at we've got Jonathan Visser in the sister uh, Wix Filter sponsored car. It's an Alpha 156, and we've got Robert Stolz there currently in 24th position. Got the youngster Clayton Ella in 23rd. Who else we've got on track? Caden Scott currently in 15th, also in Alpha 156. We've got Renzo Scott as well, brother of Caden. Jonathan Geldenhuis still needs to improve. I think he was a little bit quicker than one at 1.30. So also Willie van Wyk popped up in the 7th position. It's about 2.5 minutes left on the qualifying. Willie is also he's driving a Honda Accord in a Grootfontein Auto Electrical sponsored car. He quickly at the top. We still got Dani van Rooyen, Sean Olivier, JP Brandt, Mark Guy in 4th, Jamie Ray Nichols in 5th, Greg Houvaart, Willie van Wyk, Ernest Heather, and Drian Griesel. Yeah, thank you for that. Hopefully the sound is a bit better now. And can you just give me a wink there? Oh, we are just running through our top 10 again for the qualifying. Dani van Rooyen, John Olivier, Jacobus Passon now popped up there in 3rd. AP Brandt, Mark Guy, Jamie Ray Nichols, Greg Houvaart, Willie van Wyk, Ernest Heather, and Rian Griesel in 13th. Also Kenneth Ella, I think where's Kenny? Is currently in 17th position. Another minute about to go for the qualifying. The top 10 is more or less sorted, but you know, anything can happen even on the last lap. Now, thank you for mentioning the sound. It's always a challenge to get the right sound levels. Yeah, for some reason Richard Reske mentioned that he had a problem. He did let me know that he won't be racing tonight, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Okay, let's quickly look at the current position when qualifying is almost done. See Dani van Rooyen still there in first, John Olivier, Jacobus Passon, JP Brandt, Mark Guy, Jamie Ray Nichols, Ernest Heather, Greg Houvaart, Willie van Wyk, and Robert Rolling Coates popped up in 10th and another Alpha 156. Let's quickly go to Warren Dodd's Nissan Primera. as we mentioned, Warren made this BP livery Bermuda looking very good. And this once again from my side, welcome to tonight's stream, and hopefully you will enjoy it with us, and hopefully the action will be fast and furious. I think with qualifying basically done, I will be right back, and we can start the first race, which will be a 10-lap race. As we can see the Curitiba racetrack there on the screen, it's got 11 corners, with turn 1, 2 and 3 probably the most challenging one. It's got a chicane to the right, turn 4 and turn 5 is not that bad, and 6, then turn 7 and 8 is quite a tricky one, because the turn like closes onto you on the left hand hairpin. Turn 9 and 10 is almost flat out, and then when you get into turn 11, just need to negotiate your speed to get a great exit speed for the long main straight. Right, and we are back. After qualifying, we've got Daniel van Rooyen in pole position, Sean Olivier second, Jacobus Passon. We've got JP Brandt, Mark Guy fifth, Jamie Ray Nichols, Ernest Heather. We've got Greg Houvaart, Willie van Wyk. Great time there, Willie. John Visser in 10th, and Robert in 11th. Bradley Taylor, Hayden Scott. See where we are now, 300 Griesel, François van den Heever, Rian van der Westhuizen. We've got Tyler Scott, John Ray Bekers there in the 60-60 Accord, Kenneth Ella, Philip van Staden, Robert Scholes, almost ready to go. And, off we go. So we go off to turn 1. I see the two Mondeos still in first and second. We're on board with Robert, a little bit off track there. Let's just go to the back and see what happened there. I see two cars maybe just went a little bit off there. At this stage it still looks good. Guys are trying to sort themselves out. We've got Jamie Nichols there in seventh position. I see Donnie and Sean still leading 1 and 2. Got JP Brown in third. Everyone got away reasonably good. We have a little bit of a problem there at the back. The guys will be catching up just up in front. We've got Donnie leading with Sean second, JP Brown. See what happens. It seems like Sean is looking for inside line. Donnie a little bit sideways on entry of turn 1. Sean went over the curb there. Got a little bit out of shape. Mark Eye right on the tail of JP Brown. Who was behind Mark. Almost headed there on the inside of Cheney Ray. Got the pass made there. Through turn 6, I think, 7. Cheney Ray right behind Ernest. Ernest and Jamie, both of them are in the Peugeots. Willie van Wyk under pressure there from Bradley Taylor. Donnie still leading with Sean second, JP in third, Mark fourth. And Willie back from Willie's car, Bradley Taylor right on this on his bumper. Those curbs are really not touring cars' friend. The Mark Eye is very close as well to JP. Bradley Taylor still trying to find a way past Willie. Jonathan Fisher going down inside of, I think it's Robert. Going a little bit wide. At the wider line we will have a little bit better exit speed. Make the pass stick. Up in front, Donnie van Rooyen, Sean Olivier, almost I say Sean van der Linde, talking about touring cars. Sean is going on to the inside of Dani. He's stepping out there, looking at the opportunity and trying to put Dani under pressure to make a mistake so he can have an easy pass maybe. All about get the mouse happening. Okay, let's see where some other action. Greg also trying to get closer to Jamie. At the back, Bradley Taylor got past Willie van Wyk with Drian Griffel right behind Willie there. Let's go back to see what's happening at the back. Francois van der Jurfer chasing John Rebekes. You know, John having a 60-60 car. With Warren just behind Francois van der Jurfer and John Fisher behind Warren. But Primera almost got out of shape there through turn 11. Warren trying to maximize the speed out of the corner to get closer to this Francois van der Jurfer. January Nichols on the inside. Oh, Jacobus being a little bit wide there and off track. You can see so Donnie and Sean, JP and Mark still up to 1 to 4. Then we've got Jamie Ray Nichols, Greg Hofart and Bradley Taylor. He almost losing a few places. Ria now on his inside. Giving each other enough room there. Then 7 and 8, a tricky hairpin. Almost on the inside, ready to go past Ria and really taking the opportunity. Maybe a little bit of slow exit there for Drian, and Willie also got past again. Nice little dice there between Willie and Drian. JP Brown with the quickest lap time of 1:29.183. Willie right behind Drian, getting out of the slipstream. He's going to brake later for turn 1. Drian, a little bit of a wide entry but managed to control it and got past Willie. Get back to there to Ernest on the inside of Jacobus. And this will be the inside line of the next corner. And on the braking he can manage to get alongside. Jacobus staying a little bit wide there, giving more than enough room there. Almost a little bit squeezed there, but that's all good. Drian also looking for opportunity to see if he can get past Jacobus. Jacobus went a little bit defensive there. Unfortunately, it seems like Willie and Drian probably got it together there. Warren Dot next to Drian there. Little mistake that happened. It seems like Drian is a little bit in the wars again there. Sorry about that. Mark Guy still keeping with front 3. We've got Sean Olivier now in front. If Donnie's got something in his sleeve to get back. Donnie moved a little bit over the curbs there. Look at the onboard. Donnie will have a slower exit. See if Mark can use the opportunity to get next to Donnie there. It shows you anything can happen at any time. Just one slight little mistake can push you wide in the corner over the curves. And nice racing there between Mark and Donnie. I think it's enough room there. Donnie going on the inside. Late on the brakes, managed to get past. Let's see if Mark did the switchback there. If we've got the speed to get to the next corner at 10. The tricky one to take at high full speed. Donnie managed to just squeeze onto the inside and get the position back. Awesome, great racing there, guys. Let's quickly have a look at the back. Jacobus Besson chasing after Ellis Heather in 8th and 9th. And here Warren Dot now up to 12. Jonathan Feldman is also now getting back up to speed. Very close to the Nissan there. See if we can get out of the slipstream. Down the main straight, going back behind. It's yeah. That's guys. Great racing there between Johnny and Warren. Go a little bit to the back. See Ivan Lerm currently in 25th. Probably had a little bit of an incident at the start. We've got Renzo Scott. Need to see, we've got Caden Scott, Kenneth Ella, they're in 20th position. And unfortunately Dion got all the way back. An incident or two that happened with to him. John Fisher also trying to get back up to speed. I think Willie also fell back a little bit because of an incident. Robert playing 16th. Sean Olivier now with the fastest lap of 129.132, with Sean still in first, JP second, and Donnie van Rooyen in third. We are riding with Robert. Let's go to Clayton Ella. Clayton now there in 15th. Leon van der Westhuizen and the other, I think, Mondeo. And we've got Warren and Jonathan, Warren in the Primera and Jonathan in the PJ. See Francois van den Heuvel, good outing for Francois there in 10th, 11th, sorry. And then Jandre Beukes, all of a sudden up to 10th in the 60-60 checkers car. It shows you how quickly things can change in the race. Of course, try see if we can get closer to Ernest. Of course, went 8th. 9, sorry, Ernest 8th. Let's try and see if we can get onto the inside. Also to the exit of turn 11, now down the main straight. Blake Taylor in the Alpha just passing us. Mercury getting out of the slipstream next to Ernest, Ernest braking a little bit later. Mercury slots back. Have a look at Sean and JP there in second. Downey in third, Margai fourth. And Jamie Nichols in fifth position. Consistent there. Greg Wolford currently there in 6. Blake Taylor has got a nice outing with car's eyes on the windscreen livery. Nice header, and of course was on the 10th. We're also on the last lap, last corner. Oh, well done, Sean Olivier. I saw some small mistakes from the guys behind Sean and Dani, and then anything can change. JP Brande in second, Dani van Rooyen with the quickest lap of the race in third, Mark Guy fourth, Jamie Ray Nichols fifth, Greg Hofart 6, Bradley Taylor 7, and Heather 8, Jacques Basson 9, and John Rebecca's 10. Well done, guys. That's your top 10. Lots of action. We're almost ready for the second race, and yeah, some nice racing throughout the field. We will be right back with the second race. thank you for watching everyone, and good luck to all the drivers. So let's get into the second race. So the second race will be as they were finishing the first race. So you can see Sean Olivier there, JP Brandt second, Dani van Rooyen, our guy in fourth, Jamie Ray Nichols, Greg Hofart, Bradley Taylor had a good race up in seventh, Ernest Heather, Cobus Passon, John Rebekes also very well done in 10th, and go Francois van de Heuvel in 11th, and let's see how the second race goes. Everyone is ready. We will go this John there. Lights are out and off we go. Good start there by Sean van der Linde. Sean Olivier, sorry. Everyone trying to get to turn 1. Dani managed to get onto the inside of Sean there. So far everyone through turn 1. Had a bit of a slide there. I'll pick it up just now and see who was that. If the cars get going there at the back, we need to call a safety car. So far it's all good. Up in front with Bradley Taylor. And Dani managed to get into first position from the start. Dani and Sean, JP, Margai, Jamie Ray, Ernest, Bradley, Greg, Jacobus and Francois van Heuvel up there in 10th. And Francois got past John there. Jamie Ray Nichols right on the bumper of Mark. And they're also trying to squeeze around the outside of Bradley. Bradley keeping a tighter line through that last corner. Jamie right next to Mark. Oh, and that's coming a little bit in hot there. Unfortunately tangled with Mark. Mark pulling up all the way back. Dani, Sean, JP still top 3. The guys are settling at the back. We've got John Visser there in 23rd at this stage. Warren in 22nd. Edward Kruger had a little bit of a slide there. Almost running. There were 2 Rick's sponsored cars, a little bit in barges there, but they will fight again to get through the field. Meanwhile up front, Dani is leading with Sean, looking to see if he can get to that inside line, but Dani gets quite late and Sean is just falling behind him. Is JP Brandt just following them? And you two guys, you fight it out, I'll take that position when you go off track. But Dani and Sean is decent racers, so hardly make any mistakes. So let's see how it goes. Now, as I said, JP Brandt in 3rd, JB in 4th. Unfortunately we lost Mark Guy, who was there in 5th. And Bradley Taylor now in 5th position. Greg Hofart having a solid race again. And 6, Jacobus Passon. 7, Francois van Heerfer. Using the opportunities of the guys that makes mistakes in front of them. Good 8th place, and John Rebekes in 9th, winning 10th. Adrian trying to recover from his first race incidents. Now in 11th position. A little bit to the back, we see Tyler Scott trying to get closer to Rian van der Westhuizen. Quickly to the front, Sean still looking to see if he can get past Barney. Now in 21st, maybe making up a few positions from an incident we had earlier. See Markai is just behind him, and John Visser also just there. We've got Robert Stolz. Robert currently in 17th. Let's see what's happening behind them. And John Visser. Get that Markai, the Mondeo. And then we've got Renzo Scott and Ernest Heather. Oh, Ernest is losing it again. Unfortunately, not having a good race there. Sean Olivier with the quickest lap, 128.89. We are right at the back of Willie. A good recovery for Drian so far. We've got still Daniel Van Rooyen and Sean Olivier, JP Brandt in the top 3. Jamie and Bradley not too far behind them. So on board with Drian. Drian trying to get to the inside of Willie into 4. Now Drian will just keep to the inside line onto the apex. Really giving him all of space and just falling in behind him. So nice pass there. Now Drian's got his eye on Chandre, which is in 9th. A little bit later on the break for Drian. A little bit of a tail slapper there for Chandre on the exit there. Trying to get it flat through that last corner. Maximize the momentum of the car. Just a little dab on the brake and then into 4th gear. Try to get the grip on exit, right in the slipstream of Chandre. Into 5th, 190 kilometers an hour, into 6th, see if we can get out of the slipstream and brake later. And nicely done there. Nicely done by John there also to give Drian the room there. Nicely done guys. Up front we still got Daniel van Rooyen and Sean Olivier on the first and second. Got JP Brandt a little bit further behind. Jamie Ray Nichols, Greg Hofart, Chandre. If you can get back to closer to Drian and get back that position. Willie also trying to get closer to Chandre now. Drian for the Westhuizen and also getting closer to Willie from right. With Tyler Scott having a better race, the second one, after the second race. some action that we can go and have a look at. I can learn. And then 25th, 26th, we've got Edward Kruger, one of our new racers. Still getting to grips with everything and different cars that we're racing. But that's the name of the game. We get on track and we learn, and especially we learn from mistakes. And as we can see here, we've got Ranger Scott really close to Warren Dot. Warren Dot going on the inside, going defensive. Warren very defensive there in the first corner. Managed to keep his position. Tyler Ranger Scott driving to the inside, but did not have the acceleration out of the corner. With Willie van Beek still chasing after Jandre. Still got the top three very close together, with January about another second behind them. It's all about consistency for this race. You make a small mistake and the guy next to you will just fly past. He's showing really clear now, if he can get out of the slipstream. The under braking, only late on the brakes, keeping Sean behind. Edward also parking there next to the track, maybe have a little bit of a technical problem there. Go for it. See if he can get closer to Bradley Taylor. With eyes on the windscreen livery Alpha 156 of Bradley Taylor. The car sees everything that you do. On board with Greg Hopart through turn 10, letting force going into 5th. And just take a little dab on the brakes, back into 4th, and then trying to get your line for the exit on a long main straight. On board with Willie van Beek. And Willie now very close to John Ray. Getting out of the slipstream. Also in front Brian and Francois van den Heuvel. I see Brian just got past there. And Willie van Beek also got past John Ray. So a double pass there for one for Drian and also one for Willie. Well done. So Drian now in 8th position. Greg still trying to get closer to Bradley. Also the guys mentioned this track looks so easy if you look at the picture. It's actually a very technical track. So we're already on lap 9 of 10. And we're on board here with Sean Olivier. Sean Olivier going down the main straight. Can have an opportunity to get past Arnie right in the slipstream. Starting the final lap. He doesn't want to get past, he just bumped him a little bit faster. Playing the team game there. Big ties here between Greg and Bradley. And on the last lap, Willie got past Francois. Very well done there, Willie. And Rian disappearing there a little bit further. As we say, we're on the last lap already. Donnie leading Sean, JP Brandt, Daniel Nichols, Bradley Taylor, top 5. We still got Greg to see if he can use the last opportunity to get past Bradley. A little bit tighter line for Greg. If he can get next to Bradley on the corner. Bradley just shuts it down there, and Donny van Rooyen, Sean Olivier first and second, JP Brandt in third, Jamie Van Nichols good fourth there, Bradley Taylor and Greg Hofart almost having opportunity there to go past 6, Nicholas Basson 7, Brian Giesel good 8 recovery drive, Willie van Wyk. Francois van den Heever, nice outing for Francois tonight. John Bekers had also a good outing. And we've got Tyler Scott, Robert, Johnny Geldenhuis in 14th. Yeah, that's it for round 2 of Curitiba all the way in Brazil. Some incidents happening, but throughout I think also some nice racing between the guys. And yeah, also thank you so much for watching, everyone. Much appreciated, and all the support you give SIMSPEED Motorsports. And yeah, watch out, there's still a lot of racing coming. We will catch you again for the next one. So I think the next one will be at Brands Hatch. So that's also a new challenge for the guys. So all good. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, well done, Donnie, Sean, JP, top 3.